You may know hip-hop mogul Damon Dash from his early days as co-founder of Rockefeller Records. Rockefeller, y'all. He first gained fame when helping Jay-Z launch his music career, and since then, he's worked on and founded many ventures. His Dame Dash Studios has a new deal, a new partnership, and he told us about it. Dame Dash, welcome to Great Day, Washington. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I'm great. I want to start off by giving you your flowers just early on, man. From the first time we saw you, you've promoted independence, entrepreneurship, the power of self. When you, Jay, and Biggs put together Rockefeller Records, you guys somehow knew the power of ownership. How did you know? How did you know, Dame?
You know, I've always dealt with things with logic, over emotion. So, us being told to give away all of our equity and things for a price, that was a pattern that's been implemented to control us, and it just never made sense to me. So I just went what was logical, what made sense, to work for something that I can own, that I can pass to my children, and that I can get residual income from. It just seemed obvious to me.
And Dame, I mean, you were a young man. Was that just something, was it innate? Did you have a family member? How did you know? Because again, not only did you believe that, you practiced it. And when the rubber met the road, you guys held on to your creation. Did you have somebody influence you?
I really think it was my survival skills in the street. The things that we had to do to survive, the recourse was death and jail. And again, it was us hurting our own culture. But, in learning how to survive, you understand how you have to be a boss, and, you kind of appreciate everything in business. So I just applied that to, the regular world, or at least, the music business and anything else that I've approached. It's always been as a boss. I just, again, I think there's patterns and programs. My program is boss. Some programs, people are programmed to think they should be working for somebody. And, the higher level that they can get to in someone else's infrastructure is how they rate their success. I rate my success on how much I can do for my family and how much they can benefit, not myself.
Dame, you've discovered a lot of talent. Are the dynamics the same? You've been in the game for some time, and again, all you got to do is Google all of your great finds and the people you're associated with who you saw early on. Is it the same? Has it changed, or is it the same game?
Usually what happens is I'm doing something that's great, and then I'll let somebody showcase their talent on my platform. And then they become great. And while they're on my platform, I teach them how to be great so they can go be great independently of me. And, I think my record speaks for itself. So you don't come around me unless you know how to get rich. My students graduate and they end up on Forbes with billions next to their names.
Definitely. So look, speaking of your platform, Dame Dash Studios, you just got a new relationship, new partnership with Fox Soul. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Dame Dash Studios has been existing for a while. We've been making content. We have a streaming service, and Fox Soul has a distribution. And we've been putting our content on Fox Soul, and we've been doing a lot with making content to put on Fox Soul. And on Saturdays, from I think, for 4 hours, from 4 to 8, we're playing nothing but Dame Dash Studios content on Fox Soul. So it's a great synergy, great way to bring the right word to the right people. And I love the model. So it's definitely a great partnership, and I look forward to seeing where this goes. So for me, this is the equivalent of me getting a deal. Let me put it in terms people may understand. So remember, I got a deal with Def Jam, and then what came with Def Jam was Universal, right? This is the same kind of thing. You got Fox Soul, and then you got Fox. That partnership is huge. The potential is huge. The resources. It's a strategic alliance with people that do the things that I don't do well, they do well. But the things that they don't do well, I do really good.
And you've worn so many hats now. I heard you talk about, I think in the interview, saying that you like being an artist, but you've been on all sides of the spectrum, from the creator to the artistic side. Which one do you enjoy the most at this point in your life?
Creator. I'm not the best businessman. Matter of fact, I might say I'm the worst businessman because I won't just do anything for money. I'll only do what makes me feel all right. So, I've only made a business model off of doing things for money that I would do for free. You can only pay me to do something that I would do anyway. Like, someone would play a video game anyway, but they might make $1 million a year doing it. That kind of thing.
Okay, so look, before we get out of here, man, tell us about the Prince of Detroit before we wrap.
So the Prince of Detroit is a biopic that I shot about Tommy Duncan. We produced it together, and his crew wrote it. And it's about a Black entrepreneurial family that didn't make their money from entertainment or sports, but from healthcare. And, his stepfather and his mom were the first Black people to have a hospital in Detroit. They bought it in distress and made a bunch of money there, but then they kind of lost it. And then Tommy and his mom put a company together and recently sold it for like $150 million. So I think those stories need to be told about Black lineage and what it looks like, to actually make money other than being a distraction.